Hey guys, welcome to the Prelims Focus News discussion of 4th and 5th of September. So guys, actually yesterday I was a bit busy, that's why I couldn't make the video, and I'm uploading it today itself. Right, so let's see guys. First of all, a very happy Teachers Day to one and all whosoever is enriching this platform through their precious knowledge. So thanks for being sharing those knowledge with us, and really a very happy Teachers Day to you all guys. And so let's see the very first news guys. It was about the portfolio reshuffling of the Council of Ministers. So in this news, it was a PIB news where different portfolios were being mentioned, that which ministers are got which portfolios, right? So that's why it was given that just you have to remember this also, like Narendra Modi is having the portfolios of atomic energy, space and other portfolios which are not being allocated to other cabinet ministers, right? Now under the cabinet ministries, how many portfolios are there? See, these four, I guess you know it very well, right? But there are few changes, like Mr. Suresh Prabhu has been allotted now Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and who was earlier in Ministry of Defense, and Ministry of Defense from him has been taken and is being given to Nirmala Sitharaman, Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman. And this is the major takeaway from this article as well as the news also, because she has become the India's first woman to become a full-time defense minister of the country, right? And as well as she is the second woman to take charge of the crucial ministry as Indira Gandhi. I mean, earlier also there was defense minister in India, that was Indira Gandhi, but she was managing that with the post of prime minister. But now she's Nirmala Sitharaman is the first woman who's been managing the full-time defense minister of the country, right? So this was the major takeaway of this article. Next was mentioned about Sony Project guys. See, I have not mentioned it anything. You'll think that why I haven't mentioned, because I have we have discussed it 2 to 3 times. So again, I'm not going to discuss, because often it pops up in news. But this is still very important news, because you have to know that what is actually Sony Project. See, under Sony Project, what the things is happening, I'll just tell you now, that from Narmada, the extra water is taken and being supplied to the Saurashtra region of Gujarat, where it is considered that Saurashtra region of Gujarat is very water deficient. So the excess water from Narmada river is being taken and supplied to there. Alright, so that's why Sony Project has been devised, and this was in news now because President of India has laid the foundation stone for second phase of this Sony Project, right? So that's why this was in news. Next is China wants India to go slow on Asia-Africa corridor. Now let's discuss about what Asia-Africa corridor is. Later we'll discuss that what the issue of this news is. See, Asia-Africa corridor is a project which was planned by India and Japan, under which it is devised to improve the connectivity between Africa, whole African continent, and this India, Southeast Asia and Japan region, right? So under it, active support is being given by African Development Bank as well as several other African countries, including South Africa, right? And it is said that it is ideal to create a free and open Indo-Pacific region, which is the aim of Japan. Like what the aim of India is to ACTIS policy, right? Under ACTIS policy will coordinate more with the eastern countries of India side, right? So like that only, the free and open India Pacific region is the is the ambitious project of Japan, under which Japan wants to connect wants to increase its trade ties with other Indo-Pacific region countries, right? So it will basically focus on development cooperation project, quality infrastructure and institutional connectivity, enhancing skill and people-to-people partnership. Now let's see the news. China wants India to go slow on this Asia-Africa corridor, and for this China has persuaded India and South Africa through this BRICS summit also, and see why China want to do this, because if China don't do this, then China would lose its ground on African region, which China will not want. That's why China is pursuing India and South Africa. And that's why it is also said that China wants to contain its rival Japan out of it, because Japan and India are one of the major stakeholders of Asia-Africa corridor, right? So this was about this news. Next is banks of BRICS nations signs a pact for credit lines. Now let's see the context first. Five banks of BRICS bank cooperation mechanism has agreed to establish credit lines in national currencies and cooperation in credit rating. Now, establishing a credit line in national currencies will enable all the countries of BRICS to trade with our local currencies only. All right. And cooperate in credit rating will enable all the BRICS countries to share their rating criteria and agency criteria, so that we can enhance our rating in the future also. Now, why we want to improve our rating thing? Because it is alleged that the Western the rating agencies prevailing nowadays are dominated by Western countries, right? So to contain that dominance, we want to increase coordination between our BRICS countries. All right, so that's why it was in news, and it is said that it will allow the members to share member countries of BRICS to share the information about internal credit rating assigned to clients, as well as rating assessment and assignment methodologies. I have already told you, I already explained it. Now, there will be use of local currency with the help to promote mutually beneficial economic cooperation, mitigate currency risk, increase trade, and facilitate companies in accessing BRICS market. All right, so this was about this news. Next is, guys, a tiger to come back to Buxa Tiger Reserve. Now, where is Buxa Tiger Reserve? Just see its location, because often it pops up in news that which tiger reserve falls where, right? So they might give you match the following, or they might direct ask you this type of questions, silly questions in fact. So we should remember that which tiger reserve is where, located where, right? So yeah, so it was given that it will be taken from the forest reserve of Assam, because tigers will be taken from forest reserve of Assam, because the tigers will be facing similar environment to what they face in Assam, because they almost falls in same latitude. If you see the latitudinal extent of this Buxa Tiger Reserve and Assam region, right? So they almost fall in under similar latitude. That's will the climate being faced by the tigers who will be shuffled to this Buxa Tiger Reserve will face the same climatic conditions, right? But in article it was written that there are a few challenges also, like human habitation, because if this tiger will be shuffled to that Buxa Tiger Reserve, then what will happen to human habitation which is residing at that place, right? That might get destroyed in future. And there is also presence of broad rail gauge, because earlier it was many cases have been seen that railway has got collided with different animals like elephants, and those elephants have died. So in future these tigers might have died by coming directly near the broad gauge rail line, right? So that's why this was in news. Okay, next is Breakthrough Listen project, guys. It was basically a project which was being devised by Stephen Hawking, under which Stephen Hawking has said that they are they are searching for some sort of radio frequencies in space, so that through that they can get the clue for any extraterrestrial communication, whether that exists or not, right? So that's why this is a program which is to search the intelligent extraterrestrial communications in the universe which is occurring, and it will be most comprehensive search for alien communication to the date, and there will be usage of radio wave observation from different observatories, right? So that's why it was under Breakthrough Listen project was in news, because it was reportedly picked up 15 fast radio bursts from the space, right, which was from unknown source. Whether it is from neutron star, black holes, or extraterrestrial life, it was not confirmed, right? So but this 15 fast radio burst was observed. Now let's see what is fast radio burst. It is basically a high energy astrophysical phenomena, which is a transient radio pulse lasting only for few milliseconds. Means that radio pulse would last just for a few milliseconds, right? Within that only, that the instruments which is being deployed in Earth, it catches it, right? So that's why that's why it was like it is about fast radio burst. You can read a bit more about it if you at all want to, because that we are not going to do PhD in this space region, right? So we don't need to go to that depth to learn everything. Now let's see next news. It is about promoting geographical indication. It is an initiative which is being devised by Ministry of Commerce and Industries, under which CPM, that is a cell for IPR promotion and management, which is under the Department of Industrial Policy Promotion, which is further under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, has launched a social media campaign to promote the geographical indication, because geographical indication is said that it is a part of India's rich cultural heritage and intellectual heritage, and by promoting this geographical indication, we will achieve the motto of our Make in India campaign also. And it will also benefit the rural economy, like the artisans, farmers, weavers and craftsmen, because up till now many things are there which are not being given recognition, right? So if they will be getting aware of their products, that what geographical indication is, so they might register it with their with the government, right? So that's why this was a news, and the name of the campaign which was running in social media, which is in fact running now also in social media. You can check if you want to. That is hashtag Let's Talk IP, which is an ongoing movement initiated by CPM to make more people aware about the importance of intellectual property. Right now, what is geographical indication? Will give a big focus on this, guys. It is basically a sign used on product that have a specific geographic location and possesses quality of reputation that are due to its origin. Means, say for example, Darjeeling tea. If Darjeeling tea is being grown in Darjeeling, then only it will be given the tag of Darjeeling. If it is grown in Mysore, then it will not be given the tag of Darjeeling tea. Alright. So this is the kind of geographical indication, the value of geographical indication, because the farmers of this Darjeeling region will only be getting benefited through this, geographical indication tag, what they are being given by the government, right? So this was about this. Next is about advanced pricing agreement, guys. This I've already discussed we have many times, but again, see, it is being signed by Central Board of Directors, which is coming under the Ministry of Finance, and it was this provision was put forth by Income Tax Act of 2012, and there is also a rollback provision which is being introduced in 2014. And under this advanced pricing agreement, they will provide certainty to taxpayers in the domain of tax transfer pricing by specifying the methods of pricing and setting the prices of international transactions in advance, right? Now next is Smart E, guys. See, what is this? They'll just, if it at all comes in prelims, they'll just ask that what recently Smart E was in news, what is it, right? They will not just ask the history and geography of it, but still we'll look onto it, because we can incorporate it as a fodder in our mains points. Now in Gurugram, first batch of 1000 e-rickshaws, that is Smart E, has been flagged off. Now Smart E, by here this sentence only you will get that it is a project in which 1000 e-rickshaws will be allocated to the youths of that Gurugram region, which will provide them self-employment, and it will also be acting as a very secured medium, because these e-rickshaws will be fitted with GPS and other tracking systems. So it is said that the criminal activities which are being carried out by different cabs and different auto rickshaws, that will somewhere reduce, right? And it will also provide connectivity to the area of where this initiative is being deployed, that is in Gurugram region. So just remember this Smart E project. Next is Back to School program. See guys, it is basically a program which is being devised by a technology giant, that is Google. Alright, and this program is mainly focused on senior citizens, because nowadays it is being seen that senior citizens very much they are fearful to use this electronic media and e-things, electronic things they very fear, because they just thinks that through internet their account might get hacked, they might fall in trap, something like that. So the professionals from the Googles will come and will give them the knowledge that how to use this electronic medium, how to use this internet, so that they in future they don't get distracted, or they don't get fear to use it, right? So that's why this was in news, guys. So just remember this keyword. This keyword is very important. That is Back to School program, right? Alright guys, so this was all about the news of these 2 days. Very important news of these 2 days in fact, and we'll meet in next class. Till then, bye bye, take care, and thank you for listening to me, guys. Thank you very much, and again a very happy Teachers Day to you all. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.